Hello there everyone, welcome to a brand new video. Today it's time for my FIFA World Cup predictions. The World Cup starts in just under 3 hours now. I am so excited. I'm recording this the evening before, but there's been a lot that's happened today, particularly with the Spain manager getting sacked the evening before the start of the World Cup. But for today's video, to preview the World Cup, we're going to be doing FIFA's Bracket Challenge, which basically you predict the group stage results. They then go into the knockout stages, and then you predict who will win. I'll be doing two of these, one which is kind of what my head thinks, and two with a few more inklings and maybe a few more upsets. Let's get straight into it for the Bracket Challenge. If you guys are excited for the World Cup, make sure to leave a like on this video. Right, so if you look, we've got 8 groups, of course, the World Cup. Group A is the first one that we're interested in. Now, I honestly think there isn't really anything stopping Uruguay winning that group. I don't think there's anything stopping it. Egypt and Russia are half decent, but I don't see anything stopping it. I also think that Saudi Arabia are going to be last in that group. For the battle between second in that group, I don't particularly know who's going to win it. It's kind of, for me, in terms of stats, I would guess it'd be Russia, because apart from South Africa in 2010, every team that have hosted the World Cup, I believe, has got through to the knockout stage. But leave that one a minute. Now, Group B, the interesting one. Spain have just sacked their manager, Julian. I'm not going to try and pronounce his second name, after he was contracted to Real Madrid. And basically, they've sacked him, for poor conduct. And that just seems bizarre, because obviously there's going to be more of an uproar from this now than there would be from if they didn't sack him and just let things go. So I think Iran are probably going to finish 4th in that group. Morocco are going to finish 3rd. It just depends where Spain and Portugal are going to go in terms of their order. Now, Group C, I think it's fairly obvious France is going to win that group. And I'd probably put Denmark and then Australia, purely because I don't really know any approved players, which kind of shows me, really, that they're not going to do particularly well. Group D, I think Argentina will win that one. And I kind of see a battle between Iceland and Croatia for who's going to get through in that group. I don't quite know whether it's going to be Croatia or Iceland. We'll come back to that one. So the second half of the draw then, we're going to have Brazil in this group. Now, I've got a funny feeling, that Costa Rica are going to go through again. Obviously, they're really impressed at the last World Cup in England's group. But, yeah, let's go for Costa Rica. Serbia 3rd and Switzerland in 4th. Now, Group F, you'd think it's fairly sure that Germany are going to win that group. Korea, maybe not. And then it's a battle between Mexico and Sweden. But for the moment, we will put Sweden in 3rd and Mexico to qualify in 2nd. Now, the most likely configuration of our group, Group G for England, is going to be Belgium 1st, ourselves 2nd, Tunisia 3rd, and Panama 4th. I personally think, with our second prediction we'll go for in a minute, that Tunisia are a bigger force than people think. We do struggle against some of the African sides, so I wouldn't count them out. Plus the fact that we're not as good as we think. Let's not get into an England rant, shall we? But Group H as well, a very competitive group, I feel. Any of those 4 could go through, but on my hunch, I believe it's going to be Japan 4th, Senegal 3rd, and then Poland and Colombia are going to qualify, and I'd probably guess that Colombia will be 1st in that group. So back to the groups we haven't sorted out. Now, I think I'm going to put Russia in 2nd, because that's what my head tells me. For this group, I personally don't think that the departure of the manager will matter, because I think Spain are better than Portugal anyway, so we'll put Spain in 1st. And then in Group D, see, my inkling for a bit of an upset says Iceland, but my head says Croatia. We'll go with Croatia, so that is your sort of configuration for all the 8 groups, based on my head. It's probably going to go wrong, but oh well. So that's the group stages. Now we move on to the round of 16. So the first game is Uruguay and Portugal. Now, I believe Portugal will win that. I don't personally think Uruguay are a massive threat, so I think they're going to go out there. Also put France to qualify against Croatia and Brazil to beat Mexico. Belgium and Poland's an interesting one, because Belgium, I believe, could walk all over the World Cup if they, really work as a team unit. But I don't see it. So I think that could be a game where there's a shock. So I'm going to go for Poland. Spain and Russia, the next one. I think it's got to be Spain. Argentina, Denmark. Yeah, Argentina. Germany, Costa Rica, Germany. And Colombia, England. Even though I don't think so, I'm going to go England for the crack. Right, for Germany, England, yeah, Germany are going to win that one. Spain and Argentina, that would be a very interesting game, Spain and Argentina, probably out of the 2, I would probably put Spain. Then Brazil, Poland, probably Brazil. And then Portugal, France. I think France are a lot better than Portugal. And then for the semi-finals, you've got France, Brazil, Spain and Germany. And that's really good reflection, actually, of the World Cup. You've got 4 of your big 6 fourths. I'd probably say, actually, it's probably 7, including Argentina, Portugal and Belgium. So I think any of those 7 have probably got a realistic chance of winning the tournament. For me, personally, I think it's probably between France, Germany and Brazil. And on this occasion, I think Germany are going to beat Spain. And I reckon on the day Brazil will beat France. And then the final, I just don't see anyone beating Germany, to be honest. I've got a very funny feeling that Germany are going to win it. I know that people don't tend to go back-to-back to win the World Cup, but I feel like Germany will win it. So that is my sort of head count for the World Cup. Now we're going to do my more bizarre one. Not necessarily more bizarre, more, what's the word? Can't think what it is. My sort of, few shocks in there. We want to go back to the group stage, don't we? We're going to have to just play around with these. So, that's my normal configuration. Now, with a few shocks, we'll go Egypt above Russia. Group B is not going to change, I don't think. Nor is Group C. Now, Group D is an interesting one because in some ways, I feel like Argentina are either going to qualify from the group and get to say the semis, or they're not going to qualify at all. I just feel that about Argentina. So, with a shock, we'll put Croatia and Ireland to go through. Sorry, not Ireland, Iceland. I obviously don't like Iceland. Ireland, Israel. No, not Iceland. In Group E, we'll put Serbia in there instead of Costa Rica. And then Group F, Sweden instead of Mexico. Group G, I don't like to say this about England, but I genuinely think Tunisia could go through. I genuinely, there's a chance that Belgium could go out as well. But I just feel that Tunisia could go through. And that first game we've got next Monday against Tunisia is absolutely crucial for us to win. So we'll have to see how we get on there. But we'll watch Tunisia through for just the sake of this prediction. And then for Group H, we'll go with a complete shot. We'll go with Japan first and Senegal in second. Just to see how it changes things. It shouldn't change things too much. But it'll be quite interesting just to have a look. So for the next one, then we've got Uruguay and Portugal once again. That's, I think the only same round of 16 match from that, which is interesting. Again, we'll go with Portugal, France and Iceland, France, Brazil and Sweden, Brazil, Belgium and Senegal. I'll probably say Belgium beats Senegal. Spain and Egypt, probably Spain. And then probably the next one is the most competitive, I would say. Two sort of underdogs, Croatia and Denmark. We'll go with Croatia. Germany and Serbia, Germany. And then Japan and Tunisia, well, Tunisia. Germany and Tunisia, Germany. I've just realised we're probably going to have the same 4 teams again, aren't we? Oh dear. Right, we'll have Croatia to pull off a bit of a shock and go for a bit of a run in the tournament. So they're going to make it to the semi-finals against Germany. Brazil and Belgium will go with... We'll go with Belgium this time, and we will go with Portugal. Let's see how it shakes things up a little bit. Now, I don't see Croatia beating Germany, and I don't see them beating either of the other two either. So we'll go with Germany. And then Portugal and Belgium. We'll go with Belgium and then Belgium to win again. Because, again, Belgium are one of those teams that, they've got so much quality. I mean, Eden Hazard can win the World Cup by himself, quite frankly. They've also got De Bruyne. And they've got so many good players. I mean, they've got Courtois and goal. It purely starts from that back line. And they've got some absolutely fantastic players. Same goes for Germany, of course. For them to, for them to leave out the likes of Leroy Sané just shows the quality they've got in our squad. In their squad. I don't mean to be a Germany fan. But... yeah, I think it's probably between 7 teams. Germany, Belgium, Portugal, France, Spain, Brazil, and Argentina. I think I've said all 7 of them. It would be lovely, wouldn't it, for England to do something in the tournament, but I just don't think it will happen. But who knows? I was really interested on Google, actually, about... there we go. Advanced Computer Simulation has surprisingly upsetting picks. 800%, yeah, whatever. So Costa Rica 500 to 1 odds. Hope for another quarter-final run. Don't be fooled by Costa Rica's tough draw. There we go. Have we actually got like any predictions here or not? Right. Sunta's optimal bracket is also identified as another surprising upset. Nailing this pick. So let's visit Sportsline to see what that bracket is. Right, let's have a look what's going on. We're nearly at the end now. Don't worry if it's like 10 to 4 and the game's starting. I completely understand that. So oh my god, gotta join. I'm not joining. Look at that. One huge surprise: the model is calling for Nigeria. Advances past the group stage into the round of 16. That's an interesting one. But there is all sorts of permutations. Of course, we've got there we go. European expert. I think this is the same thing, isn't it? I'm not signing in. You can forget that. But it's very interesting to see what's going to go on. I'm doing a predictor myself with a few friends. Apologies. That's FM. I did a predictor. I completely buggered up, didn't it? I'm doing a predictor with a few friends on all of the games. So hopefully that should work out quite well for me. I'm sure I'll provide you a few updates. But if you're excited for the World Cup, please let me down in the comments. Have a bit of a chat. Of course, everyone's going to have different opinions about who's going to win, who's going to lose. Well, there's only going to be one winner, but, you know, there's going to be a lot of losers. There's only going to be one winner, but, of course, people will definitely think there's going to be different winners. So, I'd love to chat to you guys in the comments. Make sure to watch the Russia-Saudi Arabia game, and, of course, the opening ceremony with yours truly, Robbie Williams, singing at the opening ceremony. That'll be a funny one, won't it? But I personally hoped it'd be Boney M with Rasputin, but what can't be done, can't be done. I thank you guys for watching this. I really hope you enjoyed this little preview for the World Cup. I've been TIJ. Make sure to get in touch with me on Twitter, Facebook, however you want to get in touch. So chat about the World Cup if you want to. I'm really looking forward to this now. 4 PM, British time. Get your TVs on. And that's a message. Well, that's me imploring you to do that. Not a message, that's me imploring you to do that. Not just a message. I don't care if you don't care about football. This is it. And don't say that the World Cup's going to ruin your life, because there's hundreds of other channels to choose from if you don't watch the World Cup. That's my message, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys whenever you see my next video. Subscribe for more football content, as well as golf and whatever other sports you want to see on the channel. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video of mine you watch.